Ooh, that was a real kick in the knackers, bruh. Sorry you had to see that, but it's alright. I'm here now. California Clay here to help you get through this tough time. Regular Clay, he left you. He went to like Tahiti or something. He's gone for a while. So I'm taking over the show. About time I take over this show. Who's called me? Huh? It's Gordon Bombay, brah. I gotta take this. Hold on. Coach! What's up, brah? Yeah. You hit any posts recently? Yeah, I think he's gone. Yeah, and one more thing. This isn't Gordon Bombay. April Fools, you cake eater! Ha ha ha! Somebody please tell me that last goal was a prank. Now, I don't want to alarm anyone. Is your debris making too much noise all the time?
I haven't really prepared for this.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Hawks Recap. My name's Clay. Thank you for tuning in. The Blackhawks just completed their 38th game of their shortened 56-game season. But unfortunately tonight, thanks to a goal in the last 30 seconds, they lose in regulation to the Carolina Hurricanes. Final score, 4-3. Oh man, this is a tough pill to swallow. This one stings. Nashville lost today. Columbus lost today. Like, the Hawks would have just been able to find a way to get into overtime and secure at least 1 point. They would be sitting in the playoff spot right now, that fourth and final spot. But instead, they lose in the final 30 seconds in regulation. That sucks. That really does. That's an opportunity that has slipped away. But to be fair, if you would have told me before this series that we would split the series with the Carolina Hurricanes, like big picture thinking, like splitting 2 out of 4 points with a team like the Carolina Hurricanes, I would have taken that. That's an acceptable result. But hindsight just makes it feel worse. Now, before we talk about the actual part of this game, the ending that makes us feel so much worse, let's take a step back. Let's start from the beginning, which, to be fair, wasn't very good either. The first period was a struggle. Hawks certainly didn't put their best foot forward in this one. They got outshot 13-3 in that opening frame. They just couldn't really get anything going. And it certainly didn't help that the first period had an insane amount of stoppages tonight. It was nuts how many whistles there were. And that's certainly not an excuse for how the Hawks played in that first period tonight. But the first period just didn't really have any sort of flow like the entire period. And for a team that's struggling to kind of get themselves into a game, that certainly doesn't help. Now, the Hawks didn't really come out and start their game on Tuesday night against the Hurricanes all that great either, and they were able to weather that storm and come out unscathed into the second period. But tonight was a little bit of a different story. Hurricanes, just under halfway through this first period, take the puck into the offensive zone, take a shot. Keith blocks it. Puck kind of bounces around. Hawks defense loses itself a little bit. Cross-ice pass finds Jakubczak all alone, and he snipes it by Lankinen short side to put the Hurricanes up 1-0. Wait, hold on. Before we move on, let's rewind that a little bit. I can understand how Jakubczak got that wide open, but how did he have that much time to shoot it? Oh, yeah. That's interference, sir. Like, you can't do that. That should be a penalty, and that goal should not count. But at the same time, I cannot look you in the eyes through this camera lens and tell you that I'm surprised it wasn't called. Now, regardless of whether or not the Hurricanes got away with one here, which it certainly looks like they did, two things. Number one, missed calls happen. Like, you just kind of have to deal with them. And number two, the Blackhawks got outshot 13-3 in this first period. Being only 1 goal down heading into the second is really not that bad when you consider that. The second period would be better for the Hawks, but it wouldn't start off better, at least on the scoreboard. Just 2 minutes and 22 seconds into the second period, the Hurricanes would make it a 2-0 game. They would win a draw in the neutral zone, which they won a lot of faceoffs tonight. They get the puck in the offensive zone, then from behind the goal line, they would passed the puck out towards the crease. It hit off Duncan Keith's skate and just squeak by Lankinen's pads and just trickle in by the goal line. And, oh, that's tough puck luck, but it counts nonetheless. Hurricanes are up 2-0 early in the second. The Hawks would end up having 2 power plays in that middle frame, 2 opportunities to get back into this game. They did generate a couple opportunities. Reimer had to make some decent saves, but ultimately they could not convert on either of those opportunities. And it looked like the Hawks were going to be going into the third period down 2 goals. But thankfully that wasn't the case. With just under 5 minutes left to go in the second period, the Hawks would get on the board and get back into this game thanks to a lovely stretch pass from Wyatt Kelenic to Dominic Kubalik, who races into the zone, fends off Jakubczak, and puts the puck by James Reimer to make this a 1-goal game. Now, looking at the replay, it looks like Kubalik had some help. It looks like in his own desperation, Slavin scored on himself.
Ha-ha, you fool! You fell victim to one of the classic blunders.
So this game would go into the third period with the Hurricanes up 2-1, but that late second period goal seemed to give the Hawks some life, and not quite 6 minutes into the third, the Hawks would tie this game up. The Hawks would take the puck into the offensive zone and they would get to work. Kirby Dach wins a board battle along the sideboards, takes the puck towards the center of the ice before throwing it towards the crease, where it kind of bounces around a little bit before Brandon Hagel's right there to pick up the loose change. He pots home the loose puck, and we have a tied game, 2 goals apiece. Now, it certainly looked in real time that the Hawks were offside heading into the zone prior to that goal. I didn't even celebrate the goal because I thought for sure it was getting called back. As we looked at the replays, and we didn't really see a whole lot of great replay angles, but as we looked at what they were showing us, it actually was a lot closer than what real time looked like. Ultimately, Hurricanes didn't end up challenging anyway, so it didn't matter. Goal is still a goal, and we have a tie game. The game wouldn't stay tied for long, though. Just a minute later, the Blackhawks have the puck in the defensive zone behind their own goal. They try to ring the puck around the boards and trying to get it out. It hits a stanchion and deflects right towards the center of the ice, where Niederreiter just winds up and takes a slap shot. He misses the net, but the puck hits off the end boards and ricochets back towards the other side of the goal where Foegele is, and he just bats it backwards between his legs off a Lankinen's skate and into the net. You want to talk about puck luck? Come on. Hurricanes regain the lead. Now, the Blackhawks were down at this moment, but they were not out. With just about 9.5 minutes remaining in this game, the Blackhawks take the puck into the offensive zone. Janmark drops the puck off to Murphy, who, from the blue line, throws the puck towards the net, where Dylan Strome and his newfound dad powers redirects the puck past Reimer and in, and we have a tie game again. Shortly after that, the Hawks would go on the power play, and they were this close to taking the lead. They had so many good looks on that power play. Ultimately, the Hawks went 0 for 3 tonight, but that last power play looked so good. They had so many chances. I don't know how the puck didn't go in. You really can't be mad with that last power play. But the Hawks got momentum not only off the goal from Dylan Strome there, but off the power play that followed it. And the Hawks, they looked like, it was no question that they were at least going to get into overtime. And then with just about 40 seconds remaining in the game, it looked like the Hawks were going to win this in regulation. Patrick Kane with the puck into the offensive zone just unleashes a ridiculously gorgeous sauce pass. I cannot tell you how beautiful this sauce pass was. Straight to Dominic Kubalik, who is in past the defense, streaking towards Reimer. He's got the puck. He goes 5-hole. Oh my God, how did he not score? I don't know how Reimer saved this puck. I don't know how he saved the game for the Hurricanes, but he did. Oh my God. That save, that missed opportunity is what makes what happened 10 seconds later so much worse. Hurricanes win a defensive zone draw straight from that save. Get the puck up ice, get it into the offensive zone. Trocheck takes a shot. It gets blocked by DeHaan, and the puck kind of takes a weird kind of bounce off DeHaan, and Lankinen has to stretch to make a save there. Puck comes straight to Jesper Faster, then puts it into the empty net past a sprawling Lankinen essentially, and with under 30 seconds remaining, the Hurricanes take the lead. And, well, that's how this game would end. To go from, hey, we're going to be getting into overtime, we're going to at least secure 1 point to get ourselves back into that playoff spot, to, oh my God, we're going to win this in regulation, to, oh my God, we've lost in regulation. Just like that is just heartbreaking. These are those woulda, coulda, shoulda games when you look back at the end of the year, and especially if you miss the playoffs by like a point or two. Like, these are the games just, oh, it sucks. But you know what? The Hawks still have everything in front of them. They now have to play the Nashville Predators on Saturday, and you win that game, especially in regulation, you're in a playoff spot. They have their destiny out in front of them, in their control. Can they go and take advantage of it? Now, obviously, the Hawks haven't done well against the Predators at all this year, but it's never too late to turn it around. Let's see if the Hawks can get off to a better start in the first period and get out to a lead and kind of turn things around against the Predators. That would be very helpful this coming Saturday. With that, I say thank you so much for watching this episode of Hawks Recap. I really hope you got some sort of enjoyment out of it. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate that as always. But most importantly, stay safe, make good decisions, and I'll see you next time.